Imagine you're in the middle of a heated discussion. Words are flying like arrows. Every sentence is sharpened with emotion. You're locked in, not listening, just waiting to strike back. You're not thinking about truth. You're thinking about winning. And then, a quiet realization breaks through the noise. You've already lost. Not because the other person was right. Not because you didn't fight hard enough. But the moment you gave in to your emotions, you gave away your power. Welcome to a different way of seeing strength. One that isn't loud. One that doesn't need to dominate. One that philosopher Lao Tzu might describe as the power of stillness. Let's explore how true strength lies not in controlling others, but in managing yourself. Have you ever asked why people argue? Not just surface-level disagreements, but the intense, emotionally charged ones? Most arguments aren't about facts. They're about identity. We argue because we feel threatened, to be seen, and we argue to control. But here's the paradox. The more you try to dominate with words, the more you show you're not in control at all, at least not of yourself. In ancient Chinese philosophy, there's an idea that water is the strongest force, not because it resists, but because it yields. It adapts. It wears down mountains through patience, not pressure. Lao Tzu, the author of the Tao Te Ching, believed that true power is quiet. He who conquers others is strong. He who conquers himself is mighty. Power, then, isn't in reacting. It's in choosing not to, in observing before responding, in realizing that not every attack deserves a counterattack. The quiet mind wins the loudest battles. Let's imagine two leaders in a boardroom. One raises his voice, interrupts, tries to assert dominance with force. The other remains calm. He listens, waits, says very little, but when he does speak, everyone listens. Who truly holds the power? The calm leader isn't passive. He's deliberate. His silence isn't weakness. It's strategy. And in that silence, he gains what the other man loses, influence. 3 masters of silent strength to bring this concept to life. Let's look at 3 very different figures, each of whom embodied the art of strategic self-mastery. Number 1. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor. As ruler of Rome, Marcus Aurelius had immense power, but he was also under constant attack politically, personally, philosophically. Did he scream back? Threaten? Argue? No, he journaled. His meditations are a record of restraint, a man constantly reminding himself, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Marcus practiced Stoicism, which teaches that our true strength is in our response, not the situation. He didn't conquer through force. He led with discipline, clarity, and calm. Number 2. Bruce Lee, the warrior of water. Bruce Lee wasn't just a martial artist. He was a philosopher. He famously said, be like water, my friend. Water doesn't fight, it flows. And that adaptability, that quiet strength, is what made him unstoppable. Lee believed that true martial mastery was not in defeating others, but in mastering your own mind and body. The real battle wasn't in the ring, it was within. Number 3. Eleanor Roosevelt, grace under pressure. Facing criticism as First Lady, Eleanor Roosevelt didn't lash out. She responded with grace, with dignity, with intellect. She once said, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. That's not just a quote. That's a philosophy, a reminder that power isn't what others give you. It's what you refuse to give away. Silence is a choice, and a weapon. Here's the truth most people miss. Silence isn't empty. It's full of possibility. It gives you space to think. It forces others to reveal themselves. It creates tension, and tension makes people listen. Strategic silence lets you choose your moment, your tone, your impact. And when you finally speak, it's not just heard, it lands. You don't need to win every argument. You don't need to raise your voice to raise your influence. As Nietzsche said, and as many great thinkers across history have shown, the moment you're emotionally controlled by someone else, you've already lost. But the moment you choose stillness, the moment you master your reaction, that's when you become unshakable. True power isn't in proving yourself. It's in knowing you don't need to.